5 years after the murder of Charles McCormick Jr., two men have been found guilty of his death. Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker Jr. shot the victim outside an Arlington shopping plaza in 2020 over a rap diss track. Action News Jack's Madison Foglio is live outside the Duval County Courthouse now. And Madison, a very emotional day for all parties involved.
Yeah, Hakeem Robinson's family did not want to speak with anyone after the verdict was read, but I did have a chance to speak with Leroy Whitaker Sr., Leroy Whitaker Jr.'s father, and he told me the moment he heard the guilty verdict, he was speechless.
State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson verdict as to count one. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder.
These are the moments two men learned their fate in the trial of the 2020 murder of Charles McCormick Jr. Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker Jr. were both found guilty of first-degree murder in McCormick's death. Whitaker was also found guilty of burglary with assault or battery. Both men are alleged to be a part of the ATK gang. Investigators believe Robinson and Whitaker wanted to kill McCormick because of a rap song he made dissing Willie Addison, who is also Hakeem Robinson's half-brother. Robinson's family did not want to speak with us after the verdict was read, but I did speak with Leroy Whitaker's father, who describes what it felt like hearing the verdict and not being able to hug his son afterwards.
I feel like a fire truck just ran into me, man, and backed up, put it back in drive, and ran over me again. I can't describe it. This excruciating pain right now that I'm going through.
Chris Carson is a defense attorney in Jacksonville. I asked him what sentencing can look like with these charges.
So given that it's not a death penalty case, the penalty is essentially mandatory life in prison. So if you lose and are convicted of first-degree murder, you get life in prison.
State Attorney Melissa Nelson sent us this statement after the verdicts were read, which reads in part, 5 years ago, Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker stalked a man and gunned him down in broad daylight because of disputes and drill rap. Today, a jury held them accountable for their brazen crimes. And as I was leaving the courtroom, I bumped into the defense attorneys for Hakeem Robinson. They did not want to provide a comment on camera, but they did want to share that they are very disappointed with the verdict and the outcome of this case. And sentencing for both Whitaker and Robinson is set to be scheduled on September 8th. For local coverage you can count on reporting downtown, I'm Madison Foglio, Action News Jax.
Thanks, Madison.